Come in, friends. As you hop on, say hi so I know you're here. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. I'm going to tag us and share us. I'm hopping on just a few minutes early because Debbie had a conflict and couldn't go live this morning. She's gonna try to hop on a little bit later in the day during one of the breaks. If you're watching this part of my tutorial today, you're most likely watching the replay. I haven't seen anyone hop on yet. If you are watching the replay, leave me a little comment, hashtag replay, so I know you were here. And as always, if you have any questions or you're interested in anything that you see me make, reach out to me in a private message. More oftentimes than not, anything that I make is either available or duplicatable. More often times than not. Okay. All right, we tagged us and we shared us. I look good on both my devices. I'm going to start and we'll just wait for some friends to hop on. And hopefully it's not going to be too loud on my tutorial. They are today doing the final grading at the construction site, the house next door to us. So there are front end loaders and backhoes and bulldozers working literally right outside my craft room window. My sideline lot is 10 feet and theirs is 10 feet, so there's 20 feet between the houses. I mean, they're grabbing dirt from the back and they're bringing it around to the front to backfill around the driveway. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. All right, well, I'm gonna get started rolling out some clay. I am a little bit early, like I said. Debbie couldn't go, she had a conflict this morning, so I decided to just hop on just a few minutes early to fill. So we'll condition some clay. I have a cute little project planned today. I hope it comes out as cute in real life as it looks in my head. Most often things come out. Sometimes I'll have a fail, but most often things come out. As you hop on, say hi so I know you're here. I see people hopping on. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Let me know if I need to adjust anything to make it better on your end. Oh my gosh. I don't know, maybe you guys, hi Miss Kathy, welcome. Hi Julie. Maybe you guys can't hear the construction trucks next door. My husband tells me all the time, background noise is filtered out for the most part. It's literally so loud, it's like shaking my windows. I'm doing good, Kathy. I hope you are too. Welcome, thank you. We're so happy for it to be reaching the final stage though, because you guys, I mean, my porches are such a filthy, dirty mess. From the construction site, it's always windy here, and all of that dirt for months has just been blowing. It's very windy here at the beach, and all of that dirt's been blown. I just walked outside, one of my pillows had blown off one of the rockers on my front porch, so I walked out in bare feet on my porch to pick the pillow up, and I came in and I had like all sand on the bottom of my foot. Hi Elisa, welcome. All right, we're gonna make a little flower pot baby, or I'm going to attempt to make a flower pot baby. I saw some cute ones on Pinterest. And our theme for the Bright Ideas Crafters and Marketplace group, Wednesday group today is spring blooms, spring blossoms. Hi Alyssa, how are you? So I hopped onto Pinterest to kind of spark my creativity, and I found a whole bunch of cute things. I had to narrow it down to one project. And I did have a little paper mache flower pot in my stash. I stuffed it full of scrap styrofoam, and then I put some yucky, Alyssa, thank you for sprinkling. You are so amazing. You just share my tutorials all the time, and I appreciate you. I put some yucky old clay on the top of this styrofoam to kind of make the top flat a little bit. We're gonna top that off with a little piece of cardboard, and then we're gonna cover the flower pot with clay. If you wanna duplicate this project, and if you don't wanna cover your little flower pot with clay, you can paint it, guys. Paint it. All right, let's see if I can get this rolled out. I feel like it needs to be not that long. It needs to be kind of more like a circle, and I think I need more clay because this is tall. So let's add some more clay and see if we can do a little bit better. Do a little bit better. Yep, I'm hopping on just a little bit early. Right after this, I'm gonna grab a quick lunch, and then I'm taking off. I have finally rescheduled my trip to go visit my son and daughter-in-law and my 2 grandbabies, and then my other son and other daughter-in-law and their 3 children are coming over to my son's house tonight, and we're all gonna have pizza together. Hi, Christy Martin, how are you? Did you hear? I'm gonna go see my babies. I'm gonna go see my babies this afternoon. I'm staying there for a few days, so I'm gonna get some Mimi time in. Mimi time. Okay. Trying to get the bubbles out. We don't want any bubbles. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Can you hear the trucks, guys, or not? Is it filtering it out? My husband always says your device will filter out the background noise. They're not going to be able to hear that, or not as loud as you hear it. It's so loud. It's shaking. It will be fun. It will be fun. I'm going to have all 5 of them tonight. All 5 of them. Hazel, Evelyn, Brooke, Dottie B, and Liam. All 5 of them. And Mimi's going to be sleep good tonight. Mimi's gonna be tired. Hi, Brenda. Welcome in. This Mimi's gonna be tired. God knows what he's doing, giving us children when we're young, guys. Because, I mean, I'm 61. Those littles are gonna wear me out, I am sure. I am sure. All right, this looks good to me now, guys. I think I've got all of the bubbles out. Thank you, Alyssa. Yeah, Mimi's looking forward to it. All right, so we stuffed the bottom of our little paper mache flower pot with scrap styrofoam. Never throw out your scraps, guys. Keep all your scraps. I have a plastic crate in the garage that just has all my scraps. Put some old clay up top. Put this on top of a piece of cardboard, traced it, and cut the circle out. And now we're gonna hot glue this cardboard to the top just to make it flat. Then we're gonna cover it with the clay, and then we're gonna build our flower pot baby. So what's everyone doing today? And what are your plans for the weekend? Does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? Hold it, hold it, hold it. Right, Brenda? Yay. Any fun plans for the weekend? You guys, the weather has finally turned. When I was packing, I went, on the weather app and checked the weather for the next 3 days. And when I was packing, it's that in between where in the morning you have to have long sleeves, and by the afternoon you're shedding layers to put short sleeves or at least 3/4 length sleeves on. Yeah, of course. Yeah, just walk all over our front lawn with your tools and stuff. Yeah. I'm so ready for this construction to be done, you guys. So ready. So ready. All right, so let's, wonder if I want to hit this with a little bit of glue, because it's not rough, it's smooth. 7. Wow, you're going to be so busy, Brenda. That's going to be so fun, but you are going to be pooped out at the end of 7. Priceless, right? Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I haven't seen them in person since Christmas, guys, because I had planned to go in January. That's when my daughter-in-law went back to work and my son started his paternity leave. He's like, come for a week, come and stay and visit and hang out. I'm like, okay. And then that's when we had all of that ridiculous, crazy snowstorm here in North Carolina. Hi, Holly, how are you? I'm not gonna go crazy, guys. I'm just gonna hit it here and there with some glue just to give it a little bit of tack. Just a little bit of tack. I'm not gonna go crazy. So that was 2 weeks when we had the snow. We couldn't get out of our driveway in our neighborhood and all the things. And then once the snow melted, I rescheduled. I cleared my schedule again, rescheduled. And the morning I was leaving to go to my son's, he texted me, hey Michelle, how are you, my friend? He texted me that my daughter-in-law was sick. She was sick, had a cold and a little fever. I'm like, no, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. I want to come and see y'all, but I don't want to get sick. So let's see if I can wiggle this over kind of to the middle-ish of my silicone mat. Hopefully I rolled it out enough that we have enough to go all the way down the sides without having to stretch it. 'Cause if you have to stretch it, sometimes you run the risk of tearing it. So we're gonna do our best, guys. We're gonna do our best. And if we have to fill in any spots, you guys know is the clay. There's a little bubble. Gosh, dang it. You guys know as the clay dries, it shrinks and puffs up. It's like a miracle. I don't know how it does that. Michelle, I'm going to see my babies right after this. I'm gonna grab a quick salad for lunch. And then I'm going to hit the road. My son, it takes me about 2 hours and 15 minutes to get to his house. There's no way you can bring this amount of clay up, guys, without, I'm just starting to cut some of it off because there's no way you can bring this amount of clay up without seams and wrinkles. Just because the shape of this flower pot. So I know this is probably making some of you cringe. It's making me cringe a little too, guys, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. No worries, no worries, no worries. We're gonna work our magic. There's just no way. When I first started working with clay, I would not do that. I would not be brave enough to do that. But I've learned, it's been a little over 2 years now working with clay, and I've learned the clay actually is very forgiving. Especially, I like working with a little bit more tacky. You're on your way to Louisiana. Nice. So nice. All right, and I'm feeling and finger pressing in around where that lip is, you know, on the flower pot, the top lip, because I don't want to lose that. I want to still be able to see a little bit of that come through as the clay dries. So I'm kind of like when you do your little arms and legs for characters and you finger press in around the wrist and the ankle to make them a little bit more defined. That's kind of what I'm doing. And I'm just spinning it and really applying pressure with this part of my hand to get those wrinkles and seams out. All right, now I'm gonna cut a good more amount of this clay on the bottom off. We will bring it up and seal it off, but it's just a lot of clay. Like I said, guys, if you didn't want to cover a pot with clay and do this stuff, you could just paint it. It would be so pretty. Hi, Miss Debbie. How are you? I hopped on just about 10 minutes early. Thank you so much. Oh, to Michelle. Yeah, Michelle is traveling to Louisiana. I'm hitting the road right after this and heading to my son's house, 2 hours away. I'm going to see my babies. I'm going to go see my babies. Let's see. His 2 children, Brooke is 18, 19, 20 months old. And little Liam is 4 months old. And then my other son is coming over tonight for dinner. We're all going to have dinner together. Hazel will be turning 5 in April. Dottie B will be turning 1 in May. And Evelyn is 3.5. I had to think quick. She's an October baby. All right, bringing it together on the bottom, guys, and just sealing it off. I'm not going to worry about any wrinkles. I just want to smooth it out so it's going to sit flat. And then I'm going to have to babysit this and keep finger pressing that flower pot lip seam. Oh, Maureen. Did Maureen sneak in and I didn't see her? I was looking down. Hi, Maureen, my twin. Yeah, as this dries, I will have to keep babysitting because I really do want that little bit. The camera's picking up that little indentation right there where the lip of the flower pot is. Okay. All right, we'll set this aside. Like I said, I'll keep babysitting it a little. But most of the ugly wrinkles and seams are worked out. And like I said, as it dries, it'll puff up and a lot more of that will disappear. Like the marks my fingers are making, that'll disappear. Air dry foam clay is like, it's pretty fun. I don't know how it does all that it does, but it's pretty fun and it's pretty forgiving. Fun and forgiving. Okay. Fun and forgiving. I don't want to lose that. What do I have that I can carefully, this is too big, probably. What do I have over here? I have a big old pink, of course pink, shading brush. It's like when you're doing a cupcake and you take a paintbrush around the edge of the cupcake liner to make the lines for the cupcake liner. I'm doing the same thing because I don't want to lose that definition of the lid. I'm going very extreme with it, and I'm gonna have to smooth this out because now it made the bottom look weird. Puffed the bottom out. We'll fix it though, we'll fix it. Okay. I will just come back in and spin it and press it with my palms. All right, that looks pretty good. It looks like a flower pot. It looks like a flower pot. All right, we're done with this saltwater taffy. As far as this portion is concerned. All right, I'm gonna bring in some pretty soft, it's called light buttermilk. It's a soft buttermilk yellow color, all right? We want to make the head of our baby. So I feel like let's try a 1/4 cup. I don't know, that might be too big. But this, I'm just looking at the flower pot. I'm trying to judge it. Hi, Brandy. How are you? Hi, Michelle. How's everyone doing? Welcome in. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday so far. It is sunny and so pretty here. Our weather's finally starting to turn the corner. My husband is gonna go out when he finishes work today and unwrap the palm trees, take the blankets off the palm trees, because I don't think it's gonna get freezing anymore. Okay. little condition. I want to make the little head for our little flower pot baby. Okay. All right, so I'll roll the ball. Try to get the lumps and bumps and wrinkles out. Hi, Christine. How are you? Welcome. Welcome. Christine, I forget, are you traveling? Remember, I think you said something like your daughter, but then you might have been traveling. I know you're very busy in March. All right. Yeah, I think the quarter cup is a good size. And this little paper mache flower pot, you guys, I want to say is from Hobby Lobby. I had a few of them in my stash in the garage that I got long time ago, but I want to say I had gotten them from Hobby Lobby. Turn my acrylic plate over. And we're going to press it down a little. It's a little bit flat on the bottom and more rounded on the sides and the top. So an acrylic plate like this, guys, is very helpful trying to, when you're trying to shape your clay, all right? What side looks better for my front? I think this side. All right, so flat on the bottom. And then kind of rounded all the way around. So I'm pushing it down on my table to flatten the bottom. Did you guys see that? And then making sure I keep my round shape. Give it one more little press with the acrylic plate. Okay, cute. All right, so then I wasn't sure, I pulled these two eyes. I wasn't sure which size would look good. These look a little small, so I feel like these would probably be my best bet. And they are from that I get off of Etsy, and she sells on Amazon too. Yeah, I think those are a good size. So I want the eyes to kind of be here. So I'm gonna make two tiny little pilot holes. Do we want them blue or purple or green or brown? I wanna say green, because we're gonna do a cute little pink flower with green leaves. So green would be pretty, I'm thinking. Oh, Christine, that's not a good way to spend your time off. I'm so sorry. All right, we'll add one little eye. Oh, these eyes are really cute, guys. On the bottom, all it says is Art 183 Grand. I don't know what that means, but they're really cute. Let me get them placed and then I'll hold them up for you guys to see. And they already have the eyelash, so I don't have to do the eyelashes, guys. Because now I hate doing the eyelashes. They're cute, aren't they? So cute. And that was the good size. I like my facial features to be like oversized, like big eyes. I think it makes your characters look so cute, and big noses. Hi, Mary. Walmart, nice. I was there yesterday. Just quick. After we went for Taco Tuesday, we had to run to Spectrum. Still dealing with fallout from when my email account, PayPal, credit cards, all of the things was hacked. You guys, look at how cute little flower baby. So cute. All right, we're gonna give her a itty bitty, teeny weeny little nose. Little one, just a little one. Just a tiny one. Hi, Naomi, welcome. And we were at Spectrum for quite a while because, of course, the credit card that was compromised was on our Spectrum account to auto pay our bills. So they had to we're talking about Walmart. What are you getting at Walmart, Deb? What are you getting? They had to take that off our accounts and then re-enter the new credit card, and then we had to have them change our email because that got hacked as well. I mean, it was a whole thing. Teeny weeny little nose. So cute. So cute. All right, we're done with the buttermilk color. What do I want to do for her mouth? I feel like I want to do like a little, like, smile tools. I'm torn. If I want to do a smile tool mouth, or if I want to just where you put the ball tool in and make a little O. But I feel like I want to make an itty bitty smile tool mouth. Just teeny weeny one. Teeny weeny with this tiniest one, guys. We're doing it. We did it. I made an executive decision. We did it. Oh, look at her little face. So cute. All right, now I have to do one of the things you guys know I hate to do. Give her some cheekers on the wet clay. You guys know I really do prefer to let the clay dry before I add cheekers. I feel I have more control with the shading once the clay is dry. But we are here live today, so we're doing it. We're just going for it. We're doing it. Give her cute little big cheekers. I'm adding a little bit to her nose. So she has a cute little rosy nose. She's sitting out in the garden, getting some sunshine. It's gonna be so good to have this house next to us finished, guys. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. See, that's what you do. If you have to shade on your wet clay. Oh, Naomi, you see her? Yeah. That's Bailey, our little toy poodle. Sorry guys, it's squeaking. And she found a bone and she's in there. That's her crate that she stays in when we leave the house. She doesn't like when we put her in there and close the door. I just leave the door open all day long and she puts herself in there when the door's open and she's perfectly fine with it. She's crazy. She's so crazy. Face came out super fun. And see how cute it is with the big oversized eyes? Just makes the character look so adorable. All right, so let's set this over to the side. Done with this. I don't want to accidentally knock into her and ruin her. So we're just gonna set her. I don't want to put her on parchment either, guys. So I'm gonna set, this is a dry baby wipe. Dry baby wipe. Okay, so next, two things. Let's bring out some of this pretty strawberry macaron. It's like a, not quite a bubblegum pink. It's lighter than a bubblegum pink, but it's really pretty. I love this. It's a real pretty Candyland strawberry color. So we are going to make a little flower. Her little body I'm gonna make as a flower, and then we're gonna give her, oh, I still do need that buttermilk. I was gonna give her like 2 little arms maybe. We'll see, I don't know. They might look weird. Silly Bailey, yeah, silly Bailey. Yeah, as long as she has the freedom to choose, see, she just took off. If she can choose and be in control of being able to come in and out of the crate on her own, then she's fine with being in there. But like when we leave the house, her feelings get so hurt when she can't go with us. When we leave her in the crate because she has separation anxiety really bad, and she has scratched doors and door jambs and things. So we have found that out in like past houses. So when we moved to this house, we're like, no, she can't just be left free, because she will just incessantly scratch at the front door. If we're gone for 5 hours, she'll scratch on the door for 5 hours, just thinking that will make us come back. All right, roll this out, and guys, I'm using my 1/4" guides. So I have this cute little flower cutter that's in that same Sugarelle cutter set that I used yesterday on my tutorial. They're called shape shifters, and each little cookie cutter shape makes one thing one way. Well, the flower kind of is the flower, but like yesterday, for example, I used this one that can make a strawberry or a carrot, and I made little carrots, macaron cookies. I got this set at Michael's, but if you are interested in it and you can't find it, you could just order it right through Sugarbelle, Sugarbelle. So this shape makes an Easter egg, or if you turn it the other way, it makes a little bunny foot. And I made them as macaron cookies that are gonna go on my little mini Easter tree here in my craft room. All right, so in my head, her body on the flower pot was gonna be this cute little flower, adorable. And let me see, where's my this? Smooth some of those edges. Kind of small. That is a little small. What do I have that would be bigger? I feel like that's a little small. You know what I mean? I wanted to, yeah, totally, Maureen, totally. Let me see if I can extend it. Let's see if I can extend the clay to make the flower a little bit bigger, because that is definitely small. If I put it on the top of the flower pot, it will, when I attach her head, it's gonna cover the entire flower. That wouldn't work, guys. That's a little bit better. Okay, we're gonna make it work. Hi, Jenna. Thank you for sprinkling. How you feel today? All right, we're gonna extend it a little more. Okay, I think that's better. All right, we made it work, guys. You know what I'm saying? When I first checked the sizing, it was like way too small. Okay, all right. So then what we're going to do, well, I'm so non-committal today. I feel like I want some leaves under that. want just a few leaves before we put the flower down. Do you see the wheels turning in my brain? They're turning very slow, but they are turning. I'm trying to think this out. This is what happens, guys, when I don't like plan things really, when I don't pre-prep things ahead of time. Do you guys see? Oh, antibiotics. I didn't think I knew that you were on antibiotics, Jenna. I'm so sorry. Do you have what? A sinus infection or something? So sorry. All right, roll out a little bit of the green, and then I have this cute cutter. This one's just from Hobby Lobby. I'm thinking that would make cute leaves. Yeah, all right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. All right. Add a little oil just to help it along. Do you guys see the wheels turning ever so slowly? But they are turning. They are turning. Sometimes it's a scary place in my head, y'all. Most oftentimes, though, it comes out. It works out, the projects. And I say that all the time. Oh my gosh, it turned out just like I thought it would in my head. And because we extended the flower, we're gonna extend these leaves a little too, I feel, because they're super puffy. And I think they are too puffy for the flower. All right, so let's bring our flower pot back over. And upper respiratory, no bueno. Oh, it is matching my shirt, Naomi. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. So this is gonna be like the base of her shape of her body, I guess. But I want to, do I have a front and a back on this flower pot? All right, that looks good like the front. I wanted to lay the flower down and have some of these leaves coming out from underneath it. So we're just gonna go for it, guys. Because you know, once you drop the clay onto the clay, you're not gonna be able to lift it back up. All right, so that's what I was going for. Isn't that pretty? So pretty, so pretty. I love the colors. All right, and I want those leaves to stay kind of turned up a little. All right, we'll set that back over. And then what we're gonna do is grab a toothpick. Why am I standing? Why am I standing, guys? Let's grab a toothpick, make a pilot hole, and it's gonna go on down through that clay and the styrofoam that we have in there. We'll add a little super glue onto the end of our toothpick. Hi Trina, how are you? Welcome, I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. How's your weather? Has it started to get a little springy for you where you are? All right, and then we'll come back over. That little face is so cute. We'll come back over with our little face, and to help it along, it's still wet clay. It has formed the skin over it, guys. I'm just gonna help it. I'm gonna make a little pilot hole just to help it a little. Add some more super glue onto that toothpick and a little bit right at the base of the flower. You guys, this is gonna be so cute. It's a flower pot baby. We'll push her down gently, gently. Yeah, I'm not gonna add arms because I think it would look weird. Now that I see her little face, the inspiration photo had arms coming out from like the base of her head. But in my mind, this is her head. We're gonna do her hair, and this is her collar, and then this would be like her body. So arms coming out from her head, like the inspiration photo I'm not digging. I'm not digging. This is so cute. Oh my goodness, I love this. It's so cute. This is so cute. All right, so now I have this hanging out over here. I did that on purpose by design. We're gonna take this is from that same set. She's cute, right? This is from that same set I got from Hobby Lobby. It had all these cute little leaf shapes, and it's in the baking section in Hobby Lobby, the 50% off baking stuff. So now we're gonna cut out these little leaves. We're gonna cut out a bunch of them. A bunch of these little leaves, so cute. Where's my ball tool? So cute, right guys? I think my comments have stopped. So, I asked and then I got sidetracked. Just, what are your plans for the weekend, guys? You guys know Maricela is hosting an event this Sunday. I will be back in town, so I will be participating in Maricela's event. Butterflies and bows. That should be fun. I don't know how many of these I need, so I'm just gonna cut a bunch of them out. This is the same cutter shape. Oh shoot, that one didn't come out good. That I used in the workshop I hosted with Maricela to make the Santa Claus's beard for my little Santa Claus in the hot cocoa mug. This is, I remember cutting a bunch of these out to make the Santa beard. I don't know how many of these I need. We'll cut out one more. Just in case. I say that all the time, right guys? It's better to have too much than to run out. And then you have to roll your clay out, and you hopefully you want to roll it the same thickness as you did previously. So it's just better to roll out more than you think you need. And then if you don't need them, no harm, no foul. All right, so we're gonna bring our little girl back, and what, there was two different inspiration photos. So one of them had the petals going like that way to look like sunflowers, and the other one had the end cut off and pinched to make it look more like a flower, like a rose, like a flower, with rounded. Oh, Sandra, thank you. Thank you so much. So I think because this flower has rounded petals, we're gonna stick with the rounded petals, but that would be cute to make a little sunflower baby too. Maybe I'll make one of those too. It has a little divot right there, and do you see me keep touching it? It's bothering me. Leave it alone, Debbie. It'll go away as the clay dries. So let's practice on one. I'm gonna take one petal, and I'm gonna cut the bottom off flat. And I'm just thinking off the top of my head, guys. I'm making 3 little marks in the bottom with this. And then I'm gonna pinch it together a little to make it look like a petal with the little indentations. I think I wanna pinch it and then make the indentations, because when I made the indentations first and then pinched it, they got all wonky. So it looks like a little petal, okay? So then we're gonna come over back to our little girl, because she is already forming the skin on her head. I am gonna put some super glue. We're gonna start at the bottom and work our way around, okay? And we're gonna work our way around and make a flower shape all the way around her little head. That's really adorable, guys. All right, so we're gonna rinse and repeat. Cut a little bit off the bottom, pinch it together slightly, and curve it slightly. Like that. come back in with my fancy tool from the Dollar Tree. Make 3 little indentations. Yep, I like the pinch and then make the indentations method way better. Because then you don't lose the definition on your indentations, right? And then we're just gonna come back, add the next little petal. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, I can't, you guys. It's gonna be so cute. All right, so what do we want to talk about while I am making flower petals for the next 15 minutes? What do we want to talk about? Pinch it, make some indentations. Michelle, are you still on here? How is Eli feeling today? I know once they start the antibiotic, they usually feel better within like 24 hours. The kiddos. Oh my gosh, you guys. I say this, right, Kathy? I say this all the time. Because sometimes I'll see something on Pinterest that's like ceramic or, you know, a real cake from a real baker. And then I'll say, oh, I can make that in fake bake with foam clay. And then I second, hi Maria, how are you? It's so good to see you, sweet friend. I follow all of your escapades. I hope your little fur baby is feeling better. I know he's been under the weather. It's good to see you. But sometimes I question myself when I see something and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try to make that. Then I question myself like, ooh, I don't know if I can, you guys. And then I don't know if it'll translate. You know what I mean? If it was something in ceramic and I'm trying to do it in clay, I don't know if it'll translate and I don't know if it'll, so cute, right, Deb? So cute, so cute. I love it. Sometimes I just don't know if it'll translate well. But I think this is translating well. I think it's coming out cute. I think so. And then, like I said, if you wanted to do like a more of a sunflower version, I would use a different cookie cutter here. I would use a cookie cutter because I do have in this, I do have a sunflower shape in this set. So I could have used that one. See how the petals are pointed? And then, like I said, then you wouldn't even need to, you could just use the pointed edge out to match. But since my bottom flower had the rounded petals, I wanted to keep these rounded. You know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute. Hi, Cricket. Is Carissa on here? Did I miss her? Carissa is Cricket. Carissa, are you on here? Did I miss you? Because I'm looking down at my flower baby. Pinch. All right, we're halfway around, guys. I guess it's going a little bit quicker than I originally thought. So stinking adorable. Oh my goodness. She looks like she has a mohawk right now, guys. She looks like she has a... There she is. There's my love bug. Carissa, you snuck in. I didn't see you. I was looking down. Carissa, I mean, can you even stand it? Chris and I were chatting last night. She's been killing it with her recent designs, you guys. She has been creating some adorable little things. Hey, AJ, welcome in. Good to see you. It's been a while. Thanks for being here. Happy that you're here. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is really just sweet. I think I'm going to have just enough of these. Right, Carissa? So cute, right? Super easy, too. Super easy. Paper mache flower pot from my stash in the garage. couple little cookie cutters. It's truly amazing what this community has grown into, meaning like the skill set of everyone who's designing with foam clay now, from like 2 years ago to now. I mean, people have just honed their skills and gotten so creative. She has, right, Maria? Yeah, she's been killing it. She sends me pictures. And Carissa, did you share the bunny, that hatchlings? Did you share that one yet? Because she sends me pictures most often when she's just working on things. Did you share that yet? Because if not, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag if you didn't share it. All right, one more. Look, guys, and I only cut one too many. See what I mean? Cut more. You did? Okay, yeah. I told her that was, I think, like my favorite all-time project that she ever made. Hold on a sec. Let me finish this, and then I'm going to grab something she made for me and show you. The Quasi cupcake. It's right over here on my table. The Quasi cupcake she made for me. All right, and the last little bloom, I'm going to stick it right up in here. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't with the cuteness. Flower pot, baby. Flower pot, baby. See, and I only caught one too many in the pink on your page. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. So cute. Come here, Quasi. Let me show it really quick since we're talking about, yeah, Carissa made this for me last year. Look at you guys. Look at it. There's paper sweeties on there, and it's all the way around, and it's just filled with yumminess. Yeah, well, I love it, Carissa. I love it. It's right here, off on the side of my table where my TV is. I love it. All right. She's so cute. All right, so now I feel like I want to do a little something at the top, like a little flower and some little leaves, and then something on her pot. I almost feel like she needs some kind of little hair. Let's see if we can make some kind of little hair like I do for the puppies, but it has to be teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. Right, Maria? I know. She second guesses herself all the time. She's like, oh, I don't know. I don't think it's good enough. I'm like, I love it. This has to be really small, you guys, because she's so tiny. So let me bring in my half teaspoon. Let's bring some green over. I'm just, again, flying by the seat of my pants. I want to give her, because her forehead is so big, I feel like she needs a little hair up there. She needs a little hair. So we're going to do a half a teaspoon and roll it in a log. And because I don't have a quarter teaspoon, we're going to cut it in half. So that's a quarter. We'll see. Still might be too big, but we'll see. Roll it in a ball. Roll it in a teardrop. I think we can make it work. All right, I'm gonna bring my bench scraper in. She doesn't play with the bling bling, and that's what I love, because I love bling and sparkle. All right, I think I'm gonna make a few indentations in this with my bench scraper to make it look a little bit more like a leaf. I don't want to ruin her. No, I think it's going to be good. All right, I'm going to cut a little of the chunky end off. We don't want it too chunky. A little bit of the chunky off the back. a little bit of the bulk. I'm debulking it a little. All right, come over here, little girl. Let's give her some hair. She worked on it over the course of I want to say a couple of weeks. She kept adding to it. Yep, I like it, guys. I like it. So we're going to do one like that and then two going the other way. It's a little leaf hair, a little leaf piece of hair. All right, so we need to make two more. So roll a ball, roll it into a skinny teardrop, long skinny teardrop. Take your bench scraper and create some veining in it. It's a cross between looking like a leaf and looking like hair that you put on a character. Okay. And then again, I'm gonna cut a little bit of the bulk off the end and a little bit of the bulk off the back. Because she's an itty bitty girl. Yes, a few weeks. I remember that, Carissa. And I'm kind of finger pressing the piece so it's not just straight. I want it to curl a little. All right, we'll put another piece. We'll butt that right up against our first piece. And then we'll do one more. Cute. All right, come back in to our half teaspoon. Roll that into a log. Hi, Ramona. And then cut that in half so it ends up being a quarter of a teaspoon. Months. I know, right, Maria? All right, a very skinny, I don't even know if you would call it a teardrop. It's a very, very skinny teardrop. Put your lines in it. With your bench scraper or a tool, cut the bulk off the end and then a little bit off the back. Debulk it. It's like when you have your hairdresser put layers in your hair. That's what we're doing. We're giving her layers. So cute. Oh my goodness. So cute. So cute, right? So cute. Who is sick today? Wait a minute. Hi, Sandy. Thank you. Oh, Carissa. Carissa. All right. So next, to kind of cover up that area where all three of the little strands of hair meet, I'm going to have to babysit the hair a little. It wants to flop down. I'll just keep moving it up. So I grabbed my little bag of pre-made balloons, and I think there's a blue one in here that would be the right size for what I need. Maybe, hopefully. I think this one would be a good size, so I want to use that. And a couple of the little leaves. I like having this little bag of pre-made flowers, all different colors and different sizes at my disposal. So whenever I need to, hey Diane, welcome. Whenever I need to fill in a little space or add something, I can pull it and use it. Still babysitting these little strand pieces of hair. All right, so what I'm gonna do is add some super glue onto one of the little pre-cut leaves, and these were just made with a mold, guys. And I'm gonna glue it onto the back of the bloom, and we're holding it, holding it, holding it. Super cute, right, Carissa? I mean, I say it all the time. Sometimes I just surprise myself. And mine's a little bit different than my inspiration photo I found on Pinterest. Because like I said, that one had arms, and I don't think our girl would look good with arms coming out of her head. So mine's a little different. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let that super glue do its thing. And then we're gonna glue that bloom right there. And that kind of camouflages where all three of those little pieces of hair came together, meet and come together. So we're just gonna put it up there, push it in. I'll have to babysit her hair for a little bit. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is so cute. I think I successfully completed the challenge. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I want something that would make little lines, almost like stitching lines. I don't think this is, almost like little stitching lines. What do I have? Maybe this. This is from my old Cricut machine. When I got rid of my Cricut, I saved my tools. She's so cute. I don't know. I hope I don't ruin it. Let's start in the back. I almost wanted to make like stitching lines around the pot. And then the pot is so, we need to add something on the pot. We need to add, or should I leave it? Should I not do the stitching lines around the brim? I'm afraid to ruin it, guys. Can you tell? Came out so cute. She is a cutie. I don't know if I want to do the stitching lines. I did them on the bottom to see how they'd look. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. All right, we'll do it. Oh, you know what, guys? Too late. I don't think we can do it. Well, they'll be very faint because we did the blue when I first came on, and it's already formed the skin, so it's fighting me. It does not want to have the stitching lines, but that's okay. We'll make them very faint, and that'll be good because then they won't be overpowering. And then too, as the clay dries, most of them will shrink. Okay, so I'm just going around with this little tool, making little stitching lines around. And as the clay dries, they won't be as severe. Even though they're not severe looking right now. But they will lighten up. Guess I get quiet when I do stitching lines, guys. I don't want to make a mistake. Okay. I've seen some people that have a tool that does this, that makes stitching lines. I don't have a tool. A special stitching line tool. Actually, I do have one. I got, I want to say off Amazon, but it didn't work great, so I don't use it. When you roll it on the clay, mine that I bought skipped, and I didn't like the effect. Oh, super cute. goodness, I made a little X. It's so cute. My goodness. All right, and then what do we want to do like on her pot? I feel like she might need like another bloom on her pot. Do we want to go with the same color scheme or do we want to use a different color? Like this pretty yellow one. That's kind of pretty. It would match, it would bring some of her face color down here. I don't want to use this baby pink because we don't have any baby pink. I don't like how that looks. I don't necessarily, do we want to bring in orange? Let's vote, guys. The orange is kind of cute. Or we can do matchy-matchy with the strawberry macaron. That would be the same color. All right, so let's vote. Who wants the buttermilk flower? Who wants the peach taffy flower? I'm not digging that. And who would like strawberry macaron flower? I mean, I guess the peach would bring in a different color. So I'll let you guys vote on those and let me do some leaves. We want some leaves. What leaf shape do I want? This one would be cute. Let's vote. Dawn says buttermilk. Okay. AJ says the buttermilk. Okay. 2 for buttermilk. I'll do whatever you guys vote on. You guys are the bosses today. Erin says buttermilk. Okay, 3 for buttermilk. Do you guys like this stitching? It's very subtle. And it will, as it dries, it will become more. Dark pink, Kathy says. The strawberry macaron color. Some oil. You guys, I'm all packed. I'm all packed and ready to go. I'm just gonna have a little salad before I hit the road. And before I know it, I'll be at my son's house and playing with babies. Mimi, come play Barbies. Mimi, come see this. Mimi. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna love every second. All right, so we had 3 votes for buttermilk, 1 vote for dark pink. So I feel like the buttermilk wins. See why it's fun to keep things, thank you, Maureen, to keep ready-made things in your stash, because then you could just pull them when you're designing. Oh, she's so adorable. She's really, really sweet. All right, so I'm gonna finger press these leaves down just a smidge. I have 4 minutes. Using my tool to put some lines in the leaves. I'm going to attach them first onto the back of our flower, and then we'll attach that to the pot. Okay, made the little marks in the leaf. We'll come in with some super glue. Attach it onto the back of the flower. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let's do the second one. And I like to, when I add leaves, guys, I like to group my leaves together. Sometimes I'll even do 3. This one probably could call for 3. We'll just do the 2 though. All right, so I'm kind of smashing it down in the back because I don't want it to prohibit me from pushing this flower down onto the flower pot. All right, we'll add some super glue onto the back of the flower and the leaves. We'll come and bring our pot. And we will hold it, hold it, hold it. Thank you, Alyssa. She came out so darling. I love her. I can see on a windowsill a whole family of these, all in different colors. Oh my goodness. What shall we name her, guys? Let's give her a name. She's so cute. I love her. I love her so much. I always like to name my characters. What does she look like? What shall we name her? What does she look like? I almost feel like after this dries, guys, I'm gonna hit this flower and this flower with probably some glitter. Maybe some diamond dust, just to give her some sparkle. Because, guys, I mean, hello. You guys know me. You guys know me. Rosie, I love that. That's so cute. She came out so precious. This was a fun one to make, guys, and I'm so happy I finished her in the time allotted. Sunny, I love that name too. So sweet. Okay, Deb, who's up next? Is it Maureen? Maureen, are you on after me in the lineup? I didn't check before I went live, and that was bad of me. I should have checked so I could say. I mean, the graphic is posted on my page, but guys, I always like to say so you know where to go next. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, I was right. Yep, my friend Maureen. Home for every season. Home, the number 4, every season is up next. So we're gonna head over to her page, see what she has to share with us today for our Blooms and Blossoms Spring Challenge event. Thank you to everyone who hung out with me today and watched me create Sweet Little Sunny. She came out precious. I love her so much. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. I'll be back in town in live Sunday for Maricella's event. So, and I think I'm at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you then. Until next time, guys, be sweet. Love you all. Bye.